Claire felt her hand shake as she looked down and read the document. How could this be true? Was it some kind of joke? She felt her stomach tighten into a knot as she stumbled to the other side of the room. She came to realize that it was no joke and that the words she was reading on the paper were indeed real. Who knew that a single piece of paper could bring her whole world crashing down? On their 10th wedding anniversary, the two received the news that Claire was pregnant. They both cried tears of joy and were ready to have the laughter of a child in their home. But 2 years down the line everything would change and they wouldn't see it coming. Mike was celebrating his 30th birthday and Claire wanted to do something that he would never forget. She decided to get him a beautiful cake, lots of balloons and invite his closest friends. But she also bought him a present, a DNA kit. She thought that nothing could go wrong on his birthday with everything she had done. But it would turn out to be a day that she would look back on with regret. Claire gave her husband the DNA kit and he excitedly tore open the gift wrapping. He was over the moon. She knew that he always wanted to learn more about himself. The couple decided that Mike would take the test after the party was over. They were very excited to find out more about his history together, but they had no idea what secrets they would find. Fast forward a week and Claire was reminiscing about good times going through her photo album. She looked at the pictures of her childhood, she smiled as she relived the wonderful memories from her childhood. But something would be very and she didn't know it yet. Mike got back his DNA results and Claire couldn't wait for him to get home to see what they said. She soon heard her husband get to the front door. She ran to him with the results. She wanted him to open, but she had no idea what she would find inside the envelope. She was nervous, but also very excited to see what kind of men she had married. The couple sat down and read the document, then Claire felt a lump in her throat as she scanned one line of text. "No way, this can't be true, it can't be," Mike stammered. He got up off the couch and left into the next room. Claire just sat there speechless. They were both understandably upset because the results showed that the two were in fact cousins. This shattered their world and made them question everything. The recent discovery left Claire completely unsettled. How was this true? How could they be related? Mike's parents had been married for 30 years and he always held his mother close to sainthood. But the only realistic theory Claire had pointed to her mother-in-law having an affair with one of her uncles. Still she didn't know who could it be. Since the couple learned about this, Claire and Mike decided to sleep in separate rooms and refused to talk about what happened. But Claire was still ridden with confusion as to how exactly they were related. She was distraught, she had to tell someone but she couldn't. She was all alone, she would forever be living with the secret. What was more painful for Claire was that she couldn't even share her secret, not even with her own sisters or her mom, who visited just a month after Claire and Mike learned the truth. She was worried she would ruin her marriage, worried that it would blow up the rest of her family. Her father-in-law loved to mention how he married the first girl he ever kissed, but he was wrong. Everything Claire thought she knew was in fact wrong. Unfortunately for Claire, she would never find out the truth about her family. Since their discovery, both Claire and Mike decided to separate. Then a year later, their divorce was finalized. It was a strange feeling, but Claire felt at ease. She could now carry on with her life, but she wasn't the only one whose life was shattered by a DNA test. No one knew her secret that she had kept for so many long years. She had prayed that no one would ever know the details of her past. Now everything was falling apart and she had to stop it one way or another.